So everyone's circumstance is kind of different. Um, there's it could possibly be for you depending on who you are, and your environment. But there really isn't like no big parades. There's no party. There's no grand, celebration for you coming out. For most people, coming out is terrifying. Coming out is life changing. It is life changing. But there are so many things that people don't talk about. A lot of times people just talk about coming out and expressing, giving, talking about, especially myself, talking to individuals about giving people the strength to come out. But no one really talks about what happens after you do come out. And it was a topic of a conversation I had saw very recently, and I was like, I just want to give my own personal perspective on what happens when you do come out. So like I said, it's very different for everyone. Depending on your environment, your circumstances, and just the openness of the people around you. Coming out can be a great experience, or it can be a completely mortifying experience. And so I want to kind of go through both of those experiences, because like I said, everyone's going to have a different experience based on their environment. But first thing I want to say, coming out and not having support, because there are so many of us who do come out and don't have support. We don't have the love. We don't have the appreciation. We definitely don't have the backbone of someone uplifting us and pushing us and making us feel safe. So a lot of times when you do come out, and if you are someone who is faced with not having the support or the backbone of family and or friends, first and foremost, the emotions that you do feel when you come out and you are in this circumstance is completely devastating. To come up in a world surrounded by individuals who say that they love you, support you no matter what, and then to make a life decision for you that makes people think twice of you or makes people change their feelings towards you. This is detrimental to so many people because a lot of people have not experienced it, and a lot of people just don't understand it. However, I do want to say this to anyone who is facing this or has faced this issue. If you have come out, or if you are coming out and you don't get the support or the love that you desperately need during that time frame, understand that it's happening to you. It's actually happening for you and not to you. Life has a funny way of showing us who really supports us, who really loves us, who doesn't. And in moments and times where we are making decisions that are so integral to our lives, I think it's very important that life shows us what's actually real and removes the veil. So if you have faced this issue, know that there's nothing wrong with you. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are strong. This just means that you need to go out there and find your family, resonate with your family, make and create your own family, and understand that just because someone is blood, that they are not. So one thing a lot of people don't talk about when coming out is the loss that you do take, and how to handle the loss. A lot of times, like I stated, we do lose friends, we do lose loved ones, but for me personally, and I know there's someone out there who resonates with this, someone who wasn't as close to their family, losing friends when you come out is very devastating as well, because if you're someone like myself, you put your all into the people that you care about. You literally will give the shirt off of your back, and so just like with family, once again, if you are facing this issue and you are being, left out in the cold, if you are having people turn their back on you because you made a life decision to make yourself happy, know that it's happening for you and not to you. It's happening for you so that you can see who's really there for you and who's really not. It's happening for you so that you can maneuver your life in such a way that you won't have to face and or deal with individuals who are not 100% comfortable in any aspect with the lifestyle choices that are for you. Now, I do want to talk about the positives of coming out as opposed to the negatives, because really, to be honest with you, the only negatives that come with coming out, besides the fear factor and the negative notations that the world will throw your way, those are things that you cannot control. You cannot control what the world throws at you. You can only control how you react to it. And I damn sure I'm not going to talk about what the world will throw at you, because the world will throw everything in a goddamn bucket your way, and just to see if you will actually break, and you can't let it break you. So Enough of those negative issues. Let's talk about the positive issues. Let's talk about the parades and the celebrations that you get when you do come out. And those parades and those celebrations and those parties that you do receive when you do come out are the celebrations and the parties and the parades that you feel inside of yourself. It's the feeling of freedom. It's the feeling of acceptance of oneself. It's the start of acceptance to oneself. Or it's at least the start of beginning to accept oneself, you know? So when you do come out, there are a lot of highs, there's a lot of lows, there's a lot of emotions. But the one most important thing that I want to talk about when you do come out is the freedom that you feel. The freedom of not feeling trapped inside of your own skin, the freedom of not feeling trapped inside of your own head, the freedom of just being able to exist without having to live a lie is so liberating, you know? And I'll say that's personally because I've been through it, I felt it, and I overstand it. When you do come out, like I said, you will lose family, you will lose friends, but the most beautiful part of coming out is finding your soul family, finding your tribe, finding people who will support you, love you, protect you, fight for you, walk with you, live with you, exist with you through the goods and the bads. It's having people who will overstand your journey, overstand your life, your choices, and be completely happy for you. It's literally coming into one of the greatest fruitions that you can imagine. Because in life, a lot of times, many people play roles and or facades and wear masks in order to fit in. Whereas individuals who come out and express themselves openly and who stand in their truth have one of the most greatest life experiences because you decided to stand and live in your truth. You are allowing the universe, you are allowing God, you're allowing angels, you're allowing whatever it is that you believe in, you know, to literally give you what it is that you definitely deserve in life. And that's loyal, truthful, loving friends and family. You know, there's opportunities that make you feel like a kid again. You know, there's experiences that push you to be the best version of yourself. So if you are coming out, know that it's not as all scary. You know, there's a lot of things that come with it. But the most important thing that come with it is the freedom to live and to exist and to be you. Always be choosing to love yourself. Always be choosing to know that you are worthy of living and standing in your truth. Always be choosing to know that you deserve the very best that life has to offer you. Give it to yourself so that no one else can give it to you and or take it from you.